Well, because I know you guys love the YouTube videos, let's do another one. Alright, we're going to do the Panorex, or the Orthopantogram, or the Orthoscanogram, or whatever you want to call it. This is for the jaw. So come on over. The first thing you got to know is you're going to use this old dinosaur and not the care string, okay? So just walk right past this. Don't use any of that at all. Come on over. You're going to log into this computer with the badge reader, as I already have. And on your software, you want to use your X-ray vision. How appropriate. So you just launch that. While that's loading, you want to get your machine ready. So come on over to this side. Now, most of the time people forget to reset it after they do a Panorex. So when you come here, you're going to hit your mode button, and it's going to say select operation. So you hit mode again, and it's going to say arm not positioned, press enter. That means that somebody did one, but they didn't reset it. So we'll hit enter, and it goes back to its starting position. Now we do these either for dental caries or caries, or whatever you want to say. It's just a fancy word for cavities. Or we do it for the TMJ joint. So now we're set here. Come back in. You've got your display says arm position, press mode. So hit mode. Now it wants to know what KV to use. Let me just show you. You call them up and down. I'm going to bring this down so we can see for the camera a little better. So if they're in a wheelchair, don't use the hospital's regular wheelchairs. The wheelchair from the rehab floor, the black ones, the old ones, they will actually fit over top of this platform. So you can just straddle them right up to this spot and lower the column down. And you can do this exam in the wheelchair. You just got to lean them forward, kind of like that lateral chest x-ray. But again, it's got to be in the rehab black wheelchairs with those foot pedals that flip up and swing out. You know what I mean. Okay, so now come back here a little further. So we talked about it wants to know the KV, or the KVP. To see that, you have to look at your calipers. So you get the patient positioned, you have them hold on to these handles down here. Okay, and then they lean their forehead up against this guy. And then you move your calipers here to see just how fat their head is. It's great. So when you find your KV, that's what you set the machine to. So what are we on?
75.
75. Most people you find around 80, so we'll just leave it on 80. You hit enter, it's adjusting. It's now at 80. If I hit mode, I'm ready to expose. I can no longer adjust my column, okay? So you want to make sure this is set before you push that last mode button in order to do the exam. If you need to change it, just hit reset. It takes you back to the very beginning, or at least where it left off. And now I can move the column again. And then hit enter, sets your KV, hit mode, we're ready to go, okay? Now before you get your patient all positioned, and I'm sorry if I skipped ahead a little, you want to get your software up and running. So let's come back over here. We're going to do a fake patient. So to load it, all you do is click on add patient. You come over here, you want to do this in all caps. We're going to do fake face. Skip the social security number. Their ID number is the MRN. You do need their date of birth. And their gender, you just do the single letter, either male or female. Okay, so then you hit add, and you see up here, you've got your patient information. Well, now what? Well, you got to come over here to this capture single. Can you get in on that right there? Right here, this guy. You hit capture single. Then it brings up this. Don't change anything, just hit OK. I hope you caught that. Then it launches your acquisition software. When you have this green light, it means you're ready to expose. Now, it's very important you don't mess with this little box until you have your picture. Otherwise, it won't send to PACS. And we're going to go ahead and scan a fake something just to show you the whole process. Now, when you set this up, if you're doing it for the cavities or for the teeth, you want to get their chin built up. So we've got a few tools. So this guy you can put in, and then throw a washcloth folded up on top of it, and that's going to be your setup for the cavities. That's getting the mandible kind of up high, so the scan gets the entire jaw, or all the teeth. If you're doing it for the TMJs, then you want to get their head lower, so this scan's higher to make sure you get the joint. So what you do is get rid of this guy, and then just drape your washcloth right over top, and make sure that this thing is high enough that it's going to definitely get the joints, okay? Now you don't want their teeth to overlap if you're doing it for TMJ or for cavities. Either way, you don't want the teeth to overlap in the picture. So for the bite stick, until we can get some of our actual real bite sticks, just grab a popsicle stick, break off the tip, and just have them bite this. You want to make sure it's nice and short, because when this spins around, it's going to go right past here. You don't want it to catch the stick and have it move, because if they move, if there's any motion, it blurs big time, and then you have to just start over. So that's no fun. So let's see what teeth or car keys look like on a jaw scan, shall we? All right. Now when you do this, you want to go back behind this window. You grab this thing, and you just hold this down the whole time, okay? It gives you a few warning beeps, and then go ahead and look at the machine. And then it starts to spin around the head. You just make sure that nothing's in the way. I left the chin thing on, so oops. Okay. At this point, you can tell the patient to relax, come on over. Here's our picture. Now I had this set up for a TMJ, so the keys are really low in the picture. So you can kind of tell, like if I had the chin down that low, see I'm cutting off a lot of the keys. Anything that's on this little stand right here, it's got to be up, you know, what are we getting? You can just kind of tell, just compare the two. Here, come back. You can't even see the fob hardly at all, so just know if you're doing the teeth, you got to build it up quite a bit. But also you have to be careful, because you have to watch the shoulders. So you get the patient in there too high, and I'll just show you what this looks like on me. When this thing spins around, you have to really be careful, because this can catch the shoulders. And that's just no fun. That's no good. Okay. So when you get them in there, oh, I didn't reset it. What a fool I was. This might be the longest video we've done. It's so much fun. Are you in rapturous joy hanging out with me so much? I know I am. Alright, so maybe come over here. And if you get them and they're down here, well, you have plenty of space. But if you put those teeth up too high, look at my shoulders now. So you gotta make sure that when this thing spins around the head, it's gonna clear those shoulders on both sides. Okay? So if you get something like that, you know, it's pretty close, but it'll work. Okay? So you can build this up with a couple of washcloths if you need to. But I think you get the idea. You're smart people. Alright, now, finishing up the exam. So you got your image, that's fantastic. The very next thing you do is you come up here and you click equal vertical. That just optimizes your image for the radiologist. And then you hit save full image. Boom. Then that disappears and brings you to this screen. So you just hit OK. If it doesn't automatically take you here, you can minimize the screen you're on and it'll take you to this screen. Now from here, to send it to PACS, you come up here to DICOM, open that menu, come down to store images. Okay, and then I just click on both of them, because honestly I don't know which one actually is the high quality one that sends through, so I just send them both. Come down here to OK. It says, is this PACS network your correct network? Yes, yes it is. So now you have to make sure you get their MRN correct, their gender, their date of birth. This stuff we already filled out, and now we can put in their MRN again. So I would just copy that. And then this is your accession number. Make sure your XR is, oops, make sure it's XR is capitalized. And then just fill out the rest. Now from here I would click OK, and it would actually send. And I would be done with the exam. Check it on PACS, make sure it's there, and then complete it, and you should be good to go. Thank you for enjoying that long video. Bye.